Hello everyone and welcome back to MMA Lad. In today's news, Chael Sonnen's revelation of Islam vs Ilia Topuria fight. As we all know, the Islam vs Ilia Topuria fight is one of the most highly anticipated showdowns of 2025. Chael Sonnen, well known never to hold back on words, didn't wait to weigh in on this. Here is what he had to say.
Ilia Topuria is a huge star in Spain. He is not a huge star here. He's on the cusp of it, but he's not in America. You can't count on selling out an arena with Ilia versus Islam. You cannot count on that. For any of you that think that's a mega massive fight, you are wrong. And I'm not trying to be a dick about the fight. I'm just sharing for you. It's actually very exciting because if Ilia does one fight at 155 over any of the usual suspects, Charles Oliveira, Sarukian, Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett for that matter, if he does a fight with anyone at 155 and then draws into Islam, you are talking about a massive night of business. I mean, you're talking about a night of business that could rival Aspinall.
But who do you think wins this fight? Islam or Ilia Topuria? Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Joe Rogan reacts to Alex Pereira vs Magomed Ankalaev. Not everyone left UFC 313 buzzing after Magomed Ankalaev defeated Alex Pereira. Some fans expected a brutal knockout, but instead they got a technical masterclass from Ankalaev. While some are calling him a boring champion, Joe Rogan completely disagrees. On a recent episode of his podcast, Rogan fired back at the criticism, saying,
"We were just talking UFC. We were talking about how exciting the Ankalaev and Pereira fight was, even though people didn't like it because it wasn't like some crazy result, a giant knockout like you get in most Pereira fights, but it was so technical. And Ankalaev just did a fantastic job of shutting down the scariest guy in the division." Well, it was so interesting because the consequences of exchanging with Pereira are so high, but also Ankalaev. Ankalaev's knocked a lot of people out. We always look at Pereira's knockouts, but Ankalaev's knocked out some of the best guys in the division. And he only lost one time, and that was Paul Craig has the nastiest triangle. It's so sneaky and so quick, and you don't expect it. He's so high level off his back, and he caught him, I think, with like 1 second to go in the third round, a fight that he was losing. Yeah. And also, most people don't want to be on their back, so they don't even practice off their back. And the common thought amongst coaches is when you're on your back, there's 2 minutes to go, you're probably not going to pull a submission off. You got to concentrate on getting back up to your feet, minimizing whatever scoring your opponent has done by taking you down, and whatever shots they've landed, mitigate those as much as possible and get to the feet as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's what everybody's trying to do now.
That's a big statement, considering Pereira has built his reputation off of highlight reel knockouts and his terrifying striking ability. But Joe Rogan pointed out something that a lot of fans overlook. Ankalaev isn't just a wrestler. So, was the fight really boring, or are people just upset they didn't get another Pereira highlight KO? And should the UFC book an immediate rematch? Let us know in the comments. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like to support the channel. Magomed Ankalaev awarded Dagestan's highest honor. After many years of dedication, I think he deserved it. Do you agree? New footage emerges of Israel Adesanya and MVP grappling together. Recently, a rare footage of the two legends going back-to-back in a grappling match emerged, and it's nothing like you have seen before. Here is the clip. Who was more dominant in this training session? Let us know by leaving a comment. UFC fighters line up to replace Chandler or Pimblett at UFC 314. Next up, we have some chaos surrounding UFC 314. The highly anticipated fight between Michael Chandler and Paddy Pimblett is still scheduled, but with fight week approaching, some names are already lining up in case one of them pulls out. One of those names? Rising lightweight Mauricio Ruffy. The Brazilian made it clear on social media that he's ready to step in at a moment's notice, posting, "UFC, I'm ready to face Michael Chandler or Paddy Pimblett if the fight falls through. I'm 100% physically ready. You have my number, just call." Now, Mauricio isn't in the top 15 rankings yet, But after his brutal knockout of Bobby Green at UFC 313, you've got to wonder, would the UFC give him the shot? And he's not the only one. Jared Gordon also threw his name into the mix. If you remember, Gordon fought Pimblett in December 2022 and many fans thought he won despite losing a unanimous decision. On the Home of Fight podcast, Gordon said, "I doubt it happens unless my teammate Chandler falls off the card and I get my rematch with Paddy. I've been manifesting it. No offense to Mike, he's my buddy, but this is how opportunities happen. If I get the call, I'm making weight in 3 days." So, with multiple fighters ready to jump in, the real question is, will this fight even happen as planned? And if someone does pull out, who should get the replacement spot? Paddy Pimblett fires back at Chandler. While we're on the topic of Pimblett, he had a strong message for Michael Chandler ahead of their UFC 314 fight. On his YouTube channel, Paddy responded to fans who think he's going to get knocked out.
It was also nice to size Chandler up. Like, a lot of people were surprised at how much bigger I am than him when I knew I was going to be that much bigger than him. I'm going to show everyone that the old guard's on the way out and the new guard's coming in. Funny, everyone's saying he's going to knock me out. I don't think he's going to get near me on the feet. Everyone thinks Mike's just going to come out and knock me out, lad, and I won't stand with him. Just like everyone thought they wouldn't stand with Bobby Green, but the striking's got so much better since the Bobby Green fight, and he's underestimating me, I think. Thinks he's fighting the same Paddy what fought Jared Gordon, lad, when I'm a completely different fight.
Pimblett is known for his confidence, but is he biting off more than he can chew? Chandler has insane power and explosive wrestling, so Paddy will need more than just confidence to win this one. Who you got, Pimblett or Chandler? Colby Covington has no kind words for Belal Muhammad.
The doctor was the DEI doctor. She didn't know what to do. You know, we're in Tampa, Florida, and they don't have fights there very often. So if this is in Vegas, that fight keeps going, and I win the fight, and I'd still be ranked top, 5 in the world. I think I was number 4 at the time. So, if I want to be the champion, the guy that's champ right now is a good matchup for me. He can't beat me anywhere. So,
who's champ right now?
This guy Belal.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. Remember the racist, he said the only reason I got a title fight, my last title fight, was because the color of my skin, white privilege.
Wow.
Yeah.
People still play that card?
People still play that card. Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. I'm happy DEI's gone at least.
That's true. I know.
Yeah, Belal, he won that at the Sphere, right? That was the title fight there?
No, that was Rob.
Oh, Marab, okay.
Yeah, that was a great fight too.
Damn. Yeah, I think you'll climb it, man. Number 8, you got any fights planned this year?
Nothing planned right now, just because I'm coach of the Ultimate Fighter. So, first and foremost, I want to give back to these kids and help these kids achieve their dreams. I've done great things with my life and my career, so I want to help give them some wisdom to go on and reach the heights that I've reached.
Do you think Colby had what it takes to humble Belal? Dana White gets a warning from Eddie Hearn. Dana White is finally making his long-awaited move into boxing, launching TKO Boxing alongside Saudi billionaire Turki Al-Sheikh to revolutionize boxing and bring a UFC-style league format to the sport. But legendary boxing promoter Eddie Hearn isn't convinced. Speaking to IFL TV, Hearn issued a stern warning to White. Boxing is the worst business in the world. I hope these guys are ready to be up all night, sleep with one eye open, and hustle every day. This isn't the UFC. You can't expect to control everything and go to bed thinking everything's fine. Boxing doesn't work like that. White has always criticized the messy politics of boxing, but now he's stepping right into it. The biggest challenge? Boxers make way more money than UFC fighters. Will TKO Boxing be able to change that, or will it crash and burn? Belal Muhammad breaks down his upcoming fight.
We're here at the end. Don't lie this time. Tell us how the Jack fight's gonna go. But you told us how the Leo fight was gonna go. That wasn't even close.
Yeah.
But tell us how Jack fight's gonna go.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna outbox Jack. I'm not gonna shoot one takedown, and I'm gonna show him the meaning of Canelo hands. I'm gonna show the UFC fighters, the fans, that I'm the best boxer in the UFC, the best boxer in the welterweight division. Trust me, you guys want to tune in. Don't miss it.
25 minutes later, and unanimous decision. Belal Muhammad.
Do you see Belal successfully defending his title? Let us know what you think. Do you agree that Ankalaev versus Pereira was a boring fight? Will Dana White's TKO Boxing actually work? Leave a comment down in the comments section. And if you enjoyed the updates, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily MMA news. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.